Hello, this is Nick from Prestman Auto doing a video walkthrough of our 2023 Ram 2500. So what I'm going to do is we're going to walk all the way around. We're going to look for any dents, scratches, any sort of blemishes on the outside. Then we're going to go inside, go over some of the features, make sure everything's working properly. And then finally, we'll pop the hood and evaluate real quick in the engine bay, just kind of for good measure. So first impressions are really good. Normally you'd expect to see a little bit of rock chipping up here in the front just because that's where it usually is. That being said, I'm not seeing much of anything. It looks really good. But let's keep going around and see if we can find anything. If I do see anything, I'll be sure to stop, zoom in, make sure you get a good visual so you know everything going on. But tires on here are in great condition. You got loads of life left in those, so that's awesome. Love that. Looks like you got some black right in here. Okay, never mind. That's coming off, so that's just some schmutz or something. So, never mind. I thought I found a scratch, but 'twas not so. So I'm just dropping the tailgate with the key fob here. So we are prepped for that. You do also have your plugins back here, and then obviously bed liner, so that's pretty sweet. Looks like you have a small rock chip. You got a little one right in here, another little one right in there. So nothing major, but good to know nonetheless. You know, we like knowing these things. All right. Well, honestly, as far as the exterior goes, I give it an easy 9.5 out of 10. It looks really, really nice. While we're out here, here's a really quick look around some of our lot. So the cars you can see here are maybe, I don't know, like 30% of our cars. So we got more over on the other side of the building, way down there. You can't even see it. But we sell more cars here than any independent dealer in the state. We've been around for 34 years. Which, I don't know, you don't have to know that, but I feel like it's nice to know a little bit about who you're working with, you know, especially if you're going to be driving up here, flying down here or whatever. Anyway, so let's hop up front. Let's turn this sucker on. All right, so I'm going to leave the camera up here on the dash when I turn it on. That way, if there's any kind of warning lights or anything weird popping up, you'll be the first to know. So let's check it out. Got the cold start. Beautiful. All right. So we got two warning lights up right now. The first is my seatbelt light, which is correct. And the second is the gas light, which is also correct. Other than that, everything up here looks super solid. So no complaints. Good, good, good. Awesome. Cool. So as far as interior features go, you have a lot of them. So I'm going to go a little bit fast just for the sake of time. Otherwise, this video would be like 40 minutes long. But starting off, you're going to have obviously your four-wheel drive. You got your cruise control up here, and then your giant center console. So we'll go over more of this here in a sec. But you're going to have your towing and trailering, and these are, as well as your tow haul, a couple parking sensors, and on and on. So up in here, you're gonna have your mirrors, which fold in. They do have the blind spot monitor up in the corner there. So that's pretty cool. And then you can also extend the mirrors and on and on. There's, quite a few things to play with over here. There's like 40 buttons. So I will save us the time of that. But if you do want me to double back and, check on any of these, I'm more than happy to do that for you. But hopping into the big screen up here, you're going to have your heated seats as well as your heated steering wheel and your cooled seats. So love that. That's pretty sick. Just kind of playing with it a little bit for you here. Cool. Your AC is working beautifully, and so is your audio. So that's nice. What the heck song was that? Okay, well, that was a weird song, but anyway. But other than that, you're gonna have quite a few things to play with up here. So if you want me to double back and focus on something specific here, I'm more than happy to. But there's just there's a lot. So a couple basics: you can connect your phone, you have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, you're gonna have the navigation system, as well as, like I said, some of the heated, cooled seats and all that jazz. So down here you're gonna have a bunch of plugins, as well as a little bit of extra space down in there, so that's always cool. Love that. Center console up in here, as well as another seat, so that's pretty sweet. You can also open the back window back there, and on and on and on. So there is no shortage of fun things to play with in here, but we're gonna move on. As far as interior condition goes, it's honestly really good. I know I'm a salesman, so like, of course, I was gonna say it's good, but like, it looks really good. I'm not seeing any rips, any dents, any tears, any stains, any discoloration, really anything. It looks nice. So for the sake of time, we will call that there. Let's pop the hood in the engine bay. We'll check that out real quick, and then that should be good for this video. All right, so I don't know how mechanically inclined you are or aren't, but regardless of how much you know about cars, I always encourage everyone to at least take a look underneath the hood. Just because if you're looking to buy a car, you should at least see if there's like signs of neglect, right? The basic things I always tell everyone to look for is A, acid buildup around the battery, B, rust on the metal pieces, and then C, if there's just, you know, just general cobwebs and dust on stuff. Shoot, I got hiccups now. All right. But this one looks awesome. Very, very well taken care of. Really no complaints. It looks, I mean, there's really not even dust on it at all. So pretty sweet. The worst thing I can see is a little bit of scratching here on the plastic piece. So if that's as bad as it gets, you're killing it. If you are more mechanically inclined, then we can go into a little bit more detail, but we'll keep this video pretty user-friendly for now. Suffice to say, when you pop the hood of an engine bay, this is exactly what you want to see. So if you had any other questions, or there's something that I missed that you'd like to see ahead of time, just let me know. I'm happy to show you anything on here. But for now, this is your new truck.